today I'm filming my makeup collection and storage for 2020. I film these videos on my channel every single year. I have for several years now. I will have my playlist linked up in the cards in case you want to see how my collection and my organization has changed over the years. For the past several years, my main makeup storage has been the Ikea Alex 5-drawer unit, and I do have a Linnmon tabletop. That way I have storage and a vanity in one, which is absolutely perfect for me and my space and my collection. It was one of the best investments I've ever made. And then I do also have several other organizational pieces, some that are on top of my vanity and some that are actually inside the drawers. I will have everything linked down below, but there are some certain storage pieces that I purchased. Like I have some in my drawers that I had purchased from the Walmart closet section when I was in undergrad, which was a while ago, and they are no longer being made, but they are very like basic clear acrylic or plastic pieces that you could find from a ton of different places. So I will try to link similar things down below, but in general, if you're looking for organizers, definitely check out TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods. But if you're looking for organizational pieces in general, definitely check out TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods. And if you're specifically looking for some good acrylic organizers, the brand Inner Design, which you can purchase from the Container Store or Bed Bath & Beyond. I have some of their things. They have several different sizes, and sometimes these things might be labeled as office supply organizers or different organizers for things in the kitchen, but they work super well. And sometimes if you're lucky, you can find the Inner Design brand pieces at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods as well. So if you're going to stores, definitely make sure you're looking in those places. If you are ever buying something from Inner Design, I recommend Bed Bath & Beyond over the Container Store because you can use coupons at Bed Bath & Beyond. But anyway, like I said, I am going to have all of my pieces linked down below or similar pieces. There are some drawers that I'm thinking I might want to try to switch up the organization, so I'll let you know when we get into the collection and I'll ask your suggestions and whatnot. And then at the end, I am gonna do a little bit of an updated beauty room tour. I had showed you guys that at the beginning of 2019, and I've changed some of my storage a little bit, and I want to share that with you. So that will just be a little quick couple of minutes at the end. And I am not going to do a disclaimer about my big collection. I think it's completely unnecessary, and if you guys would like to see what I've got going on, then just keep watching. So I am going to start by showing you my vanity, what I've got on top, then we'll delve into the drawers. Basically, my vanity I've had for several years now. It was an investment that was absolutely worth the money to me. I did pay for this with my own money. So basically I have 2 sets of 5-drawer Alex units from Ikea, and I have a Linnmon tabletop, and I love this because I'm able to have a vanity and storage piece in one. It's very, very functional for me and so perfect. So for the Linnmon tabletop, there are 2 sizes, one that sticks out more like this and then one that is longer that can be set up like a double desk, and that is the one that I purchased because I did not want it to stick out further than the drawers themselves. So I just bought the long one, and my dad cut it to perfectly fit the size I wanted. I'll show you guys what it looks like, the cut side at the end, but it was pretty simple for him to do. My office chair is so janky, and I need a new one because it hurts my butt and my back, but it's working for me. Underneath, I left that because it's very true to what I've got going on. I decided not to make it look perfect in here. So down there I have a box where I have all of the products I need to haul for the month. Then in that Walmart bag, I have a bunch of bubble wrap, and in the other boxes, I have products that I am decluttering that I need to send out to some of my friends. But then we'll just move on to the top of the vanity. So now on to the vanity. You guys might notice I have all the products going along the edges here. That way I have all this space to get ready, and I love it. It's so perfect. So usually I'll have my iPad here. I watch YouTube videos every single day as I'm getting ready. I'll pull up my mirror. I'll take out one of the drawers in my makeup basket, and then I still have all this space to get ready. I make sure that before I leave for the day, I put all of my makeup back. After I film videos, I put it back before the end of the night so this never gets all cluttered and janky. So just starting on the left hand side here, I have this organizer, which is from the Walmart office supply section. I have used this for years to hold my brushes. It's not cute, but it works perfectly. So right here, I have got a bunch of different sponges I'm using. I've got some sharpeners back here. Down here are random brushes and sponges. Then we've got 4 different sections for brushes. These are all of the eye brushes I'm using currently. You can tell I love face brushes a lot. So right here I have complexion. These are my cheek products. And then over here are other face brushes that I am using, but I don't reach for as often. So most of them are cheek brushes, but then I do have this one foundation brush. So for my brushes here, they're all pretty affordable. I mostly have Real Techniques and Morphe brushes, but I do have some from Sigma. I've got a random Japanese and It Cosmetics brush, both of which I got on sale. I've got a couple MAC brushes as well, but mostly affordable brushes here. Some really good ones that I use on a daily basis. Then right here I have this little ring dish where I keep my wedding ring. I don't wear it to sleep or when I'm showering, and oftentimes when I'm just sitting at home, so I just put it in that little dish there so I won't lose it. Then I've got this lamp I just turn on every day when I'm getting ready. So you'll notice I have 2 mirrors. So this older mirror I don't love, but I keep it because I use it as a viewfinder. I have not used my new camera yet. I know, like, my husband will not let me live it down. I need to start using that new camera. I need to take the time to figure it out, but my old camera doesn't have a viewfinder, and this one is the perfect height for it. But then this mirror is what I use to apply my makeup. This is from the brand Mirrorvana, which you can buy on Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. So you have a regular side and a magnified side, but this has such like crystal clear imaging. It's so beautiful. It's the perfect height. So I absolutely love that. Then we've got my monthly makeup basket, which looks really dirty. I definitely need a little tune-up right here, so I'll show you what I have in the drawers in a minute. But if you guys have seen my monthly makeup basket videos, this is where I keep it. This is how I get use out of my big collection. I try to rotate through all of my products. So really quickly, let me show you what I have in this organizer up top. So now let me show you what I've got on top of my makeup basket. So this is something from the Target dollar spot. I don't think they've done it in years, but they used to every season come out with different shapes, sizes, and patterns of these different cardboard organizers. So I've got a lot of different beauty products here, and I actually just rearranged this yesterday, and I took out one of the dividers because this product was just too big and was stretching it out, so I just took out a divider. So what I have in here would be my brush cleaner for my sponges, which is just like a bar of soap. These are some different brush cleaning mitts. And I've got baby shampoo that I use for my brushes, just a tiny little bit of my Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner, which I use for spot cleaning. In this Scandinavia bottle, I have alcohol that I use for repressing, a Lancome mini makeup remover. Then I love these 2 little random bits and bobs that I use to organize that I've had for years. So this was something from one of those crappy Walmart knockoff brand Christmas makeup kits, so I keep my bobby pins in there. And this was from a Target dollar spot scent diffuser, and I just keep Q-tips in here. I'll just keep filling this up, either using this to clean my ears or for makeup. So those are just products that I reach for relatively often. They all fit here, and they're great easy access when I need them. So now for my actual makeup basket. This is something that I purchased from TJ Maxx for like $40, which is too much because the quality of this is not that great. It is from the brand Clearly Chic. I have like seen it randomly from time to time, even though I've had this for years, but you can find similar things popping up on Amazon and Outlook. I will link something similar down below. I've seen it where the drawers are set up a little bit different. This one is perfect to me because basically you've got, this was just like one regular drawer split in half and then 4 larger drawers. So I'll show you what I keep in here. So the first one has the polishes I'm going to be using for that month. The second one has all of my brow products in current rotation. Then here we've got my complexion products. Next would be all of my cheek products. Then we have eyes. And lastly, we have lip. So on this side is all lip care products, and then on the right side would be my colored lip products. Some of these I have not opened yet, but I don't have duplicates of them. If I do have duplicates, they'll be in my backup drawer. So that is what I've got in my monthly makeup basket. But then I do have some other products for my makeup basket on the side here. So standing up, I have a lot of face products I'm currently using, and I'm wanting to just stand up because they're a little bit bigger and I do want to mark them. So Smashbox Primer Water, I have a Urban Decay Primer, foundation from It Cosmetics, ColourPop, and then setting sprays from Too Faced and MAC. Then right back here, I'll lift it up so it's easier to see. This is a metal file organizer that I got from either Target or Walmart, and this is where I will put my palettes of the month. So I just have a Huda Beauty palette, and then I have my custom Z palette for spring, which I think looks so precious. So I just keep that right beside my makeup basket because I want to use the products, but the palettes are going to be too big and will take up too much of the drawer. So that's why I have it separate like this. So then to the right of where I have my little metal file organizer for my palettes, I have all of my other setting sprays. Most of these have been unused. These are just the other setting sprays I have in my collection. If I have any duplicates of exact setting sprays, they will go in my backup drawer. So right now they're all fitting pretty well in this little space. So I've got some from Urban Decay, MAC, Ulta, Milani, NYX, Lancome, some more MAC Scented Fix Pluses, and then some minis from Cover FX and Makeup Forever. So then right here I have this little dip bowl from Target where I have all of my most worn earrings just to keep them at easy access. Then right here I have all of my skincare products that are not mass makeup removers or scrubs. So these are the things, mostly these are minis that I have in my sample project pan. So we've just got moisturizer, spot treatment, toner, serums, lotion, hair product. This thing I am freaking in love with. So this is where I have my perfume samples. This little container came with the Derma-E makeup sponge that you can buy off their website. It is fantastic. I love it because it's tall, it's a little fatter, and it has a lid. Before I was using a Dixie cup, and I've also used the Beauty Blender cup before. This one looks so much chicer and I love it. I know that's so random, but I freaking love it and I had to share it with you. So to the right of that, I just have a washcloth I just use when I'm getting ready if I need to wipe anything off my hands or whatnot. I have my YouTube notebook with my videos, pencil, pen, and an eraser. Then right here, I have this little Sonia Kashuk vanity tray that was limited edition. I got it on sale. And right here is where I have a bunch of my chopping block lip products. So this is a byAlegory lipstick holder that my friend Amanda sent to me. So it's a little bit thicker and it is better quality than the random one I bought from Amazon. So I would definitely recommend this. It is really nice. So like I said, I've just got my chopping block lip products. I have them pulled out of my collection, so I'll make sure to test them. So I've got some ColourPop lippy sticks, Anastasia gloss. I've got some minis, Over liquid lipsticks, some Bite lipsticks, Smashbox, Sephora, Fenty, Clinique, NARS, Urban Decay, liquid lipstick from Bare Minerals, some nude sticks, NARS matte lip pencils, Ofra liquid lipstick, Ciate, Kat Von D. I've got some hair clips. I've got this little thing that you're supposed to use to like massage your face. I've got a jade roller and just a couple other random lip products. These are ones that I've kept for now, but I'm gonna test them again and see if I really love them. And then the last part of my vanity might be the most beautiful, and this is one of the places I store my nail polish. So this is a tiered nail polish rack I ordered off of Amazon. I will link it down below. There are 6 different rows and I've got them all separated a certain way. So this bottom row is where I have my toe color, base coat, top coat, and then I have nail files and clippers. Then the next 2 rows is where I have all the polishes I plan on wearing for the season. So right now, I'm filming this video very late, so I have all of my spring polishes. Then the top 3 rows there would be some of my indie polishes. Not all, but most all. So that would be KL polish, 9-0 lacquer, lights lacquer, and then right there I have one Color Club polish. So beautiful. I love all those brands so much. They come out with great colors, and they have awesome formulas. So again, I'm full to the brim up here, so I really need to not buy many nail polishes this year. I need to get rid of some more. And again, this is not even all my polish, but I love the way this is organized. It's beautiful to look at. The quality is not the best. You can probably find something better that costs a little bit more, but because it's not something I pick up and move around, and it stays here until I pick it up when I'm cleaning off my vanity, it works perfectly for me. So we are going to start on the left hand side drawers of the vanity, and if you guys have not seen one of these Ikea Alex 5 drawer units before, basically the top 2 are shallow while the bottom 3 are deeper. So I do have different organizers in these based on the depth of the drawers and based on the products that I have inside. So in the first drawer is where I have my tools and some backup brushes. So 4 organizers in here. I have 3 of these inner design organizers. In my drawers, I have 2 different sizes, a small size and a big size. This is the big size. I will have the exact measurements in the description box. So in this first one here, I just have some little Clinique sample jars, which are great when I am trying to get use out of the last little bits of foundations, concealers, or cream shadows, or some of my skincare sample products. Then I just have got some toothpicks I use for depotting, some Z palette magnets. I've got some tweezers and brow scissors. Here I have a pump for Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I have the Spatty spatula. I have this little dropper, a metal nail file, and a metal double-ended spatula. All of these are like project panning repressing items. So in this next section here, I have all of my unused face brushes. Face brushes are definitely one of my favorite things to try out, so I have a lot of them in here. And then back here would be my backup, or my currently unused eyeshadow brushes. All of these have been used before. I just kind of rotate through my brushes. So yeah, definitely not as many eye brushes. Part of that is because they're smaller. Part of that is also just because I just love face brushes so much. So then along the side here we have some other products. So here are some sponge tip applicators from Ulta that I use to apply ColourPop Super Shock shadows. Then I have my Cosmo Cube mixing palette, which I use to mix my foundation on. I've got some empty quads back here from Anastasia, one from e.l.f., and if I can grab it, I've also got one from ColourPop. Then I have the Ulta Beauty No Hue Shadow Switching Pan, which is their version of the Vermona Color Switch. And then beside that, I have some washcloths, which I use to lay my brushes on when they're drying. So I absolutely am really happy with this drawer. This is something that has changed since last year. I love the organization and everything it holds. It just fits perfectly. So for my second drawer, this is where I keep all of my primers, foundations, concealers, and cream cheek products. For the organizers I have in here, my main piece came from the Walmart closet section, and I don't believe it's available any longer, but I will link something similar down below. You can find similar things at Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, the Container Store, TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods. And then this one is set up where I've got one long section here, 2 medium sections, and then 3 smaller sections. Then in the back I have this little organized my cream cheek products, and this is the smaller size of the inner design organizers I bought from Bed Bath & Beyond, and those are great. They're really awesome brand, very good quality, and sometimes you can find them at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods as well, either where they have all of their other like office supplies or in the kitchen supply section. But I definitely recommend checking TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, or checking for this brand at Bed Bath & Beyond because you can use coupons there. But anyway, let's get into an overview of the product. So this is a really full drawer. We have a lot going on here. This is one of my favorite types of products to try. So I did have them preferably set up like primer, foundation, primer, concealer, but we have overflown here. So right here we have full size and travel size primers. So we have Too Faced Becca, Touch and Soul, and Cover FX. Then right here is a mixture of both. So I've got a Dr. Brandt and a Tarte primer, but then I also have a tube foundation, a long tube, which is the Too Faced Peach Perfect. But I do have majority of my foundations right here. So we have Tarte, Hard Candy, Kat Von D, Clinique, L'Oreal, Juvia's Place, Catrice, Estee Lauder, and Makeup Revolution. Then over here is mostly primer minis. My idea was to do more hydrating and dewy primers here, and then more mattifying and pore filling primers here. So that's mostly how it is, but up here I do have a couple smoothing primers. I've got Tarte Timeless and the Tatcha Smooth Canvas Primer, but then I do also have one from Ofra, Smashbox, VDL, a Tarte Hydrating Primer, and then I do have this little mini Makeup Forever foundation. Then right here, we got a bunch going on here. So we've got Tatcha, Smashbox, L'Oreal, Soap and Glory, First Aid Beauty, Laura Mercier, Milk Makeup, Smashbox, Murad. So a lot going on there. You guys know I love trying out primers. And then in this little cube here, I've got some concealers. Some of these have been opened, some of them have not. So I have Tarte, Benefit, 2 from Lancome, Rimmel, ColourPop White Mixer, and e.l.f. And the last section in here is a little bit hard to see, and it can be kind of hard to get to. I did film a whole video on my cream product collection. I will link that in the cards. I have gotten a few more things since that video, but you'll be able to get a better idea of those groups, and my makeup inventory should be coming out very soon where you guys will see all of the very specific products I have. But I've got some Kiko, Bare Minerals, Lancome, Wet n Wild, Benefit, Cover FX, Becca. We've got liquid blushes, bronzers, and highlights back there. So then for my third drawer, this is the first deep drawer. The organizer I have in here is also from the Walmart closet section, so it is likely no longer available, but this is very basic organizer. You can find things similar. I just like this one because we have 3 equal sections, and this organizer is pretty deep, which is perfect for the items I have in here, which would be some powder products. So this section has all of my powders. This is bronzers and contours, and these would be highlighters. So I'll zoom you in a little bit so you can see the products a bit better. So I have got minis and full sizes. So we've got Dermablend, Kat Von D, Cover FX, Illamasqua, Rimmel, Cover FX, Maybelline, Laura Mercier, Dermablend, and Too Faced. Then for my bronzers and contours, I tried to keep these separate, like bronzers in the front, contours in the back, but they've really become organized based on their size. So I've got some minis in the front, Bobbi Brown, Bare Minerals, Too Faced, and The Balm, Benefit Hoola, and Anastasia bronzer, and then some from Becca, Fenty, Milani, and Too Faced. Then we've got my highlighters. So these are basically mostly organized by brand, but some of them are by size as well. So I've got a little mini Mary Luminizer from The Balm that I just can't get rid of. I've got a few mini Becca highlighters. Down here I've got a loose Artist Couture. I have a Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow, the 2 Benefit Cookie and Tickle highlights, Urban Decay Sin, Becca, The Balm Mirror Luminizer. This is one of the old packaging types from Ofra, which is killing me because the rest of them I have are all in the new packaging, and there are several of those. Then I've got Juvia's Place, Pixie, and the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. So you can see no room to grow here. It is completely full. My fourth drawer is another deep drawer, and this is where I have all of my blushes and my face palettes. So if you guys see my video from last year, I barely had any face palettes, and now I have quite a few. And the way I've organized this has changed as well. A while ago, I used to have mine separated by drugstore, MAC, and high-end, and now really I have face palettes in this half of the drawer, and then individual blushes here. These are all MAC, then these are all the rest of my blushes. I don't really have too many drugstore ones anymore, so I will just run through the brands that I have, and again in my inventory video you'll be able to see the specific products. So this one is from Too Faced, Clinique, the Ofra Madison Miller collab, Hourglass, ColourPop. Then over here I've got two Benefit Chic palettes. This one is such beautiful packaging. This is a palette from ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. And on the inside, I've got some ColourPop products, and the smaller blush is from Lorac. Then I have my MAC blush palette and the MAC Hyper Real Glow palette. This is Flash and Awe. I believe it's the more pinky tone. Then right here, it's very tight. I've got the Juvia's Place of Hair in Volume 2. I have the Rach Loves Pixie Highlighter Palette, the Too Faced Sugar Peach, the NARS Wanted 1 palette, and the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. Then here I have my MAC blushes. Most all of these are limited edition from different collections, but I do have a couple mineralized blushes that are old packaging, but they're permanent colors. Oh my gosh. This is when MAC used to be fun. Now they just re-release permanent products in sometimes special packaging. Like, MAC, step it up. So we've got those gorgeous blushes, and then right here are two of the permanent MAC blushes that I got from Ulta during Cyber Monday, and I've just kept them in the boxes. I've actually used them, but I've kept them in the boxes in this section. So we've got Mocha and Peaches. So then we've got the rest of my blushes, and again, this is organized by size and brand. So over here I've just got some minis from Becca and NARS, and I've got some Clinique Cheek Pop, Ciate, Pixie, Becca. This is a recent purchase of mine. This is a Tarte blush in special packaging. Then we've got Lorac, Urban Decay, Hourglass, NARS. All of these are different ones from The Balm, Tarte, and Too Faced. And the last drawer I have on my left hand side, I've done a whole video on. This is my backup drawer. I'll have that linked up in the cards. I film one of those once a year, and it does change a lot throughout the year, so it already probably looks very different than it did when I filmed my last video. Basically, I've got primers over here, some bronzers, highlighters, powders, lash primers. This is like a lash growth serum. Brow products are over here, mascaras, shadows, eye primers. Back here are setting sprays. I've got some sponges. Those are backup lip products. And then under there I've got some liquid liners. So that is what my backup drawer is looking like right now. Very, very full, but it makes me happy because I've got some awesome products in there I really love. So now we are moving on to the first drawer on the right hand side, which is another of the shallow drawers. And I have a bunch of different eye products in here. And I actually have both of the same organizers in this drawer that I have in my foundation, primer, and concealer drawer. So right here is another of those 6-section organizers from the Walmart closet section. There are fewer things in this one, so you can see the setup a little bit better, or the way that it's split up, but again, you can find that same kind of organizer in multiple places. And then I have the smaller size of the inner design organizer in the back. So like I said, I have a whole bunch of eye products in here. Right here I've got some cream shadows from Lorac and Maybelline. Then I have some gel liners from Dose of Colors. Right here I've got some Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pots. Here are some Stila Glitter and Glows. In this middle section here, I have got my shadow sticks. So we have Pixie, Laura Mercier, Nude Sticks, Milani, and L'Oreal. Then I've got some more up here. So we have The Balm, Bobbi Brown, Laura Mercier, and Nude Sticks. Over here, I've got my pencil liners. So we've got a bunch of different colors in here. So I've got some blacks and then some colorful shades. So we've got ColourPop, Urban Decay, MAC, Maybelline, Dose of Colors, then a bunch of different random mini black liners. So not a ton in here, but a good variety. Over here I've got some more liquid shadows. So this is an Anastasia Pro pencil. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use that. But then I have 4 shades of the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter liners. And then I have 5 shades of the Pixie Liquid Fairy Lights, which are their version of a Steel Glitter and Glow. Then right here I have got some unopened mascaras. So in my backup drawer I have duplicates of the same mascara, but up here I have all of the other mascaras in my collection, so basically 1 tube of each kind. So when I need a new mascara I will pull from here. Then you won't be able to see it, but in the very back I have a couple pairs of false lashes. I've worn fake lashes like 3 times in my life, but I'm keeping those because I think one day I will actually wear them. For shallow drawer, I do have another of the shallow Walmart closet organizers in here. So again, my 2 medium sections, long section, 3 small sections. And this drawer is where I keep my ColourPop Super Shock shadows, other single shadows, and small palettes. So I have most of them right here, but then I do have some tucked behind the organizer, but I can still access them. So I actually organize my ColourPop Super Shocks by season. So we've got spring, summer, then here, including these 2 would be fall, and then the rest of these are my winter shades. Then right here I have got all of my mini Huda palettes. So I've got one of her regular ones, some of the neons, some of the nudes. Then in the back, like I said, I've got more small palettes. So we've got Zoeva, another Zoeva, Too Faced Holiday palette, Naked Heat Petite, Dose of Colors, I Love Sooyee, and Anastasia Quad from her summer collection, Bare Minerals mini palette. I've got a Natasha Denona mini 5-pan, and then a full-sized eye pan. Then I've got some Dose of Colors 5-pan palettes as well. So for the single shadows, several of these are missing because they are with my chopping block makeup, which I will show you in a minute. So I've got some Extra Dimension shadows from MAC. Right here I have Lancome, Natasha Denona, Clinique, Dose of Colors, and some of the ColourPop Zodiac shadows. Then over here we've got a bunch from Urban Decay. Then I've got some from Clinique, Kat Von D, and a L'Oreal Infallible shadow. So my third drawer, which is my first deep drawer, is where I have all of my eye palettes. This has changed a lot since last year as well, mostly because I've gotten so many more palettes. This is the one drawer where I'm not actually very happy with the way I have it organized. I would like it to be different, but I want to fit as many palettes as possible. So definitely let me know if you have suggestions for how I should lay it out. So I've tried to do like similar sizes of palettes. So up top, I just have the palettes I'm using to set my eye primer. So Too Faced and the Balm. Then underneath of it, I have my Anastasia palettes right here. Then I've got my 2 Urban Decay Nakeds, my long Too Faced tin palette, so basically peach and the gingerbread ones, Zoeva, Alamar Cosmetics, a couple Huda Beauty, and then the Tarte Adelaide Marin. So those kind of make sense to me, those work, and then the ones in the middle are a little more awkward here. So I have this Tarte palette, Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly, a couple of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palettes, Dose of Colors, Katie and Desi collab. Then I've got all of my ColourPop palettes right here. Another from the Balm. This is another from ColourPop. It just is a different size than the rest of them, which drives me bonkers. Colored Rain, Safari Rain. Then I have Urban Decay, Born to Run, Dominique Cosmetics, Celestial Storm, and the Lunar Beauty Moonspell. Then the palettes that I'm especially not happy with the organization, I basically have to take these out to get to these, which I don't love, and these are just bigger palettes that I haven't used as much. So we've got a Too Faced Holiday palette, LA Girl. Oh my gosh, see how terrible this is? Help me. Violet Voss, Then I've got a couple Juvia's Place palettes and the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. So that's what I've got back there that I, obviously you can tell I probably don't access them very much because it's not easily accessible. So again, I have a lot of palettes and I feel like this is the best way I can organize them. I might have to end up going to 2 drawers, which I can do, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts. But this is my main eye palette drawer. So then we are on to my 4th drawer on the right hand side, which is where I keep all of my lip products. So all of my organizers have stayed the same, but the way I organize the products has changed. I actually just changed this like 2 weeks ago. So this first one here is actually just like a random Amazon brand acrylic lipstick holder, and then these other 3 are the byAlegory lip gloss holders. You can buy byAlegory on their website, also on Amazon. I definitely recommend them. They can be expensive, but they are very high quality. Then back here I have my larger size of the Inner Design organizers, the one I use in my top drawer on the left side to organize my random tools. So that works perfectly. And then over here, let me pull it up for you so you can see it a little better. So this was just a brush cup I got with a limited edition Sonia Cashhook brush, and I'm using it for my lip liners right now. Previously, I had ColourPop lippy sticks and some of the ColourPop liquid lipsticks in there, but it is working right now for lip liners for me, and I'll just pick it up and filter through and get whatever lip liner I need. So again, you'll see a lot of holes in here, a lot of products missing, because I am going to be testing out a lot of lip products in my chopping block series this year, which I will link in the cards for you guys. So this first one is where I just have all of my bullet lipsticks. So I've got some minis and full size. So we have got Charlotte Tilbury, Bare Minerals. This is a mini from MAC, and then these are all MAC. Those are as well. This is a Bite Beauty. Then we have ColourPop, Urban Decay Vice, and Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick. So now in my middle section is where I have my most worn liquid lipsticks. Now it used to be lip liners and jumbo lip crayons, but I've changed it around because I've gotten fewer lip crayons and more liquid lipsticks. Like I said, my go-to colors and favorite formulas are in here. So all of these are Dose of Colors, which is my favorite formula. Then I have one from Jeffree Star. I have 2 from Ofra, one from the Sephora collection. These are Lime Crime. Then I've got 1 from Marc Jacobs, and then these 4 here are all Kylie Velvet Lips. And the back section here is where I have all of my glosses, and then I have this Lonesome Fenty gloss, which it's very cute packaging, but it's very frustrating because it's too big to fit in any of my containers, so I just put it on the side. So here I've got some Buxom Minis, NYX ColourPop, NARS Velvet Lip Glides, NARS Tinted Lip Oils, the Tarte Glossy Lip Paints, and then some full-size Buxom full-on lip polishes and lip creams. I already showed you my lip liners back there. And then my 4th organizer here is where I used to have all my liquid lipsticks. Now this is sort of a catch-all. So right here I've got some overflow of glosses. So I have Wet n Wild, Milani, and Pixie. In the middle I have all of my Anastasia liquid lipsticks. This is one of my least favorite formulas now, but I can wear them and I do like the colors enough, so I am keeping them now, and I just kind of separated them for the other ones. And then I do have one Overflow liquid lip, which is a Too Faced Melted Matte. Then right here I have my jumbo lip crayons. Again, a lot of these are in my chopping block, but these are the ones that I've kept for now. So I've got some Tarte Matte Lip Surgences, a MAC Patent Polished Lip Pencil, and a Sephora Melting Lip Click. And in the back is where I keep all of my mini liquid lipsticks. So we have Kat Von D, Stila, NARS, Too Faced, which I love that Too Faced holiday collection. Those are so mini and so cute. I love mini liquid lips, and right now I have the perfect amount to just have them all laid out. And then I do have, if I can get it, one little Jouer lip topper in there as well. So I do have a couple other mini lip products, but mostly it's mini liquid lipsticks. And here is my final drawer, and I don't love this one either. It has changed a bit since last year. So I used to have my larger eye palettes in here, but I wasn't reaching for them that much. So I moved my custom palettes down here because I reach for those quite a bit. And I have still been reaching for those, but my large palettes are still not accessible enough in my top drawer. So I'm thinking I might have to move these things somewhere else and then make 2 palette drawers just so I can spread things out a little bit. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments. But what I have in here would be my custom palettes, so I'll show you those. Boy, that's heavy. So we've got my MAC shadows. This one is actually empty right now, that ColourPop palette. This one has my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in it. This one is Anastasia. This one is ColourPop. This one has got my indie shadows. So I have Looksy shadows, and then I also have Divina, which is in my spring palette up on my Vanity. And then this one is my Hodgepodge palette, which is hard for me to make one of these because I love organizing my brand, but we just got randoms in here. So we've got Juvia's, oh, that was close. We have Inglot, Juvia's Place. These are mini Too Faced shadows, The Balm, NYX, Urban Decay, Colored Rain, Too Faced, and Natasha Denona samples shadows. Definitely need to use these more, but I'm not like too mad at this mixed up, mashed up palette. If you are looking for Z palettes, I definitely recommend these pink ones from Ulta Beauty because they do count as part of the Ulta Beauty brand. So oftentimes I'm able to get these on a deal where they're about half off, and I'll get like 2 at a time. So they used to be this pattern and now they are this pattern. So it's similar, but like this is more striped and it's shinier, but it's an awesome size. It's the large Z palette. So anyway, the other stuff I have in here would be my cotton products. So we've got cotton swabs, cotton rounds, cotton balls. Then underneath of all these things, I've got some extra large Z palettes, which I was so excited for, but they're too tall to stand up in my drawer, so I haven't used them as much, so that's a shame. And then I've got in the back some packaging for single shadows if I want to declutter and send them to friends. Then I have a little container here with some more single shadow packaging, but under all of that I've got a few products for back to MAC that I'm saving up. Then I've got some extra, this is an extra cleansing sponge which I haven't used in a while, and then some extra like makeup eraser dupe. So this is kind of like a random drawer, so I would have to think of a place where I could put all this other stuff, but yeah, I'm thinking I might want to divide my palette drawer into 2 palette drawers. But I don't want my lipsticks all the way on the bottom. I really don't want that. But then I don't want my eye products and my lip products to be out of order. But I want my shadow palettes next to each other. So like I could move the lip products up to my middle drawer and then do the bottom 2 palettes. I think that could work. Oh gosh, I don't know. Let me know what you think. First world problems, I know. But that is everything I have inside of my vanity. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my collection. I would love to know if you guys have one of these videos on your channel. I love seeing makeup collection videos, and I am obsessed with storage. I have a whole Instagram highlight dedicated to organization. Every time I like change something up, I want to post about it because I think it's so fun. So I would absolutely love to know your favorite organizational pieces or ways that you think maybe I can improve my storage and organization. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.